everyone, and welcome back to the Museum Show and Tell Show. My name's Nicole, and I'm the host today, and I'm here with Jan from the Penetanguishene Museum.
Hi.
And Genevieve from the Huronia Museum.
Hello, hello.
And in today's episode, Jan did challenge Huronia Museum to find a winter activity artifact. So Jan, can you show us what you've brought today?
Okay, I'm going to start right now. Oh gosh, hang on guys. Somebody's come through the door. Just hang on.
Oh, okay.
Who is it? Yes.
Oh,
Hi, Willie. How you doing? Are you out today because Winterama's this weekend? Have you been out visiting some people? Oh, very nice. I bet you they were happy to see you. Yeah. Great. So you have some other places to go yet? Okay. All right. Well, we won't keep you, but you have a fun day. Bye. Oh, yeah. It's Penetanguishene's Winterama weekend coming up. So I guess Millie and Willie are out just visiting some people and yeah, saying how do you do. So I did decide to go with one of our Winterama activities, and it seems like ice fishing has been a mainstay since the very, very early years. It's also something that the community still participates in now. So we're going with ice fishing today. So what I've got first to show you is, this is can you see it? Yeah. So it's a bobber. It's an ice fishing bobber from the Winterama of 1956. Hook still attached. There we go. So maybe a fish dangled from this if the participant was lucky. But you used to be able to, and I'll show you, you used to be able to guess kind of like buy one of these. They would cost you $1 to enter the fishing derby. It lasted for 2 hours, and there would be hundreds of people out on the ice participating. In fact, some years they didn't have enough bobbers for everyone, and some people had to just sit out. But this is an older picture, and this one is from 1957. So there you go. But you can see how many people are out on the ice, and they're bobbing away there. So they would have, imagine the people that had to make all these holes in the ice. But it wasn't strictly just for adults, although we do see 2 women here. This is I'm not sure what year this is. They're still wearing a ticket instead of a button. And the button didn't come out till 1958. So this is prior to that. And you can kind of tell by the style. But they have caught themselves a sizable fish here. Most likely a pike, do you think? Yeah. So they've got themselves a good fish. And then it went on to, families would also participate. So we're up to 1962 here. But you can see the whole family is out. And the kids are bobbing away. So it's an adult activity. It's a family activity. And mom and dad are there supervising. They don't fall in the hole, I guess. And you can see how they've marked all the holes with a branch or something, so nobody walking out onto the ice would fall into a hole. And so we have our little, this is Betty Ann Regula. She's from Toronto, and this is 1956. And she's having a good time. She's also a snack. And there she is with her little fishing rod. So cute.
So cute.
And then they had wonderful prizes too. You could win, well, one man 1 year with a 6-inch perch.
Smelt.
He won a smelt. That's right. Sorry. I always say perch, it's a smelt. So anyway, it was a 6-inch fish. And he actually won the competition. It must have been very poor fishing that day because he won a boat and motor with this little 6-inch fish. So the prizes were really substantial. And even for the children, this little fellow here, He has won himself a bike.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And you can see the size of his fish. But there might have been a different category. Yeah. Either. But it might have been a different category for the kids. I'm not sure. I guess it probably was for size-wise. And then this lucky couple, they have won themselves a snowmobile.
Oh, wow.
So you can see on the sign, the prizes are listed and where it says $1 per participant, and it was for a 2-hour competition. And they walked away with a snowmobile, a very early snowmobile, but nonetheless, a snowmobile. Yeah. So ice fishing is still in our Winterama today, and you can sign up to do that. And good luck to everybody. It's been a lot of fun over the years, a lot of competition and a lot of fun.
Wow, we need to talk to the organizers of our ice fishing, and we need our prizes to be snowmobiles and a boat and a motor. A lot of people participating with those kind of prizes.
Yes, for sure.
All right, Genevieve, so what do you have for today?
All right, I brought something in that's actually not meant for everyone. It's certainly not meant for the faint of heart. And so I'll give you a view. This is a view from the top of one of the ski jumps, possibly the 60-meter ski jump at the Midland Ski Club, which is just to the west, I guess, of what used to be the Mountain View Mall. And here's another photograph of it.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, when you're standing at the bottom, you think, oh, that is high. But then when you're at the top and you realize this is no toboggan hill, I don't think I could do that. We did have a hill. The first one was built actually in 1936. But things didn't really start to pick up until after the Second World War, when a young man by the name of Pete Peterson, that might be a name that's familiar to lots of you. There's a park named after him in Midland. He came to town. He had actually been part of the Norwegian Air Force, and he was training during the war at Base Borden. And he loved the area. He liked to fish. He liked to hunt. He was very outdoorsy. And so he did immigrate to Canada after the war, and again, ended up in this area because he loved it. Here he is right here. And he was really, really active. He had a ski jumping school at the Midland Ski Club. They held national championships at the Midland Ski Club. And there were a lot of national, probably provincial, national, Olympic grade ski jumpers that got their start under either Pete Peterson or got their start at doing the circuit, I guess, in Canada. And so a lot of them did end up here in Midland. Oh dear, what was I going to say? I guess I can't really remember what I was going to say. But anyway, the ski hill was up, and there were actually 3 ski hills. That's what I was going to say. There were 3 ski hills. One for, I guess, junior, senior, or intermediate, and then the expert. And the highest one was the 60-meter. And it was so tall, you could actually see it from Highway 27, just north of Elmville. I drive that route every day. I'm entirely sure where you have to be to see the ski hills. I'm sure there was a lot of less tree cover at that time. But the ski hill stood until 1966. 2 years after Pete Peterson died in a tragic car accident on 400, the Highway 400. And due to a lack of interest, it was torn down. No one really wanted to take over this ski hill, although there were a number of them in the province at the time. There was just a lack of interest in this area, and by, I guess, the general ski jumping, the Amateur Ski Jumping Association to take this one over. It was really unfortunate, but yeah, it was really, seemed to be really popular. And interestingly, I think in the August of 1957, they carted tons and tons of ice to the ski jump. It was crushed by, I think it was Lloyd Atkinson, and they covered the jump. And over a 3-day weekend, they had a meet. It wasn't very popular.
Oh.
It was far too hot. I think the ice ended up melting. But it was a good shot and certainly novel for the time. So yeah, so that's it. Our midday ski jump. I'm sure a lot of you.
It's
remember
amazing.
It is.
That's
you could see it from
something.
miles. Yeah.
I wouldn't even go down that on a toboggan. I just
No. I do the sand pit in Penetang. That's awesome. But yeah. This is a little.
I know. I didn't know for several years after I moved here about that ski jump. And the first time I saw a picture of it, I was amazed that they had that, in that location, and how, how big it was and how popular it looked like in all the older photos of it. And, it's such a shame that, it couldn't be kept up until today. So
it's kind of sad. That's what tends to happen with a lot of things, where there's a primary person that takes on the responsibility. Everyone enjoys it, but nobody wants the responsibility after this person can no longer do it. And it just dies off. Yeah.
And I'm sure it was probably not very safe.
They might not the same regulations they've got today. But a lot of the ski members, they would during the winter they'd climb up and they'd carry baskets of snow and they just tromp it down. And it's a lot of effort to keep it operational over the winter.
That was a really great artifact to talk about, and with the pictures, and then also the ice fishing, which you can still do today up in this area, and especially for this weekend. I believe Family Day weekend, it's free fishing for everyone. You don't need a fishing license or anything like that. Usually that's the way it is for Family Day weekend. So at least that's something we can still do in this area. But so that was a great episode. So what is our theme for next week, Genevieve?
How about something that starts with the letter L?
L?
Yeah,
that's
make it simple.
Okay.
All right. That'll be
Anything
fun.
associated with the letter L.
Different things. All right. So we'll see everybody again next week with the letter L. All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.